Ctv3 News. Cocaine discovery on minister's boat sparks controversy. Cops claim the drug was planted. Police officer under investigation after pistol whipping Olympian Sean Gill. Traffic accident claims life of police officer. And the PUP celebrates its 74th anniversary. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Monday, September 30th, 2024. Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7, I am Joanna Rodriguez. On Friday, September 27, the Belize Police Department discovered 474 grams of suspected cocaine on a boat owned by Minister of Blue Economy Andrew Perez in San Pedro. We understand the boat yard was searched after local residents alerted authorities about suspicious activity involving known drug dealers in the Bacatown area. This led to the discovery of the suspected cocaine hidden within Minister Perez's boat. According to a statement from the Belize Police Department, Perez stated the boat had been docked for repairs and unused for over 6 months. This was confirmed by the boatyard owner, who said Minister Perez paid a monthly fee of $250 for keeping his boat docked. So, how did the suspected drug end up in Perez's boat? Well, preliminary investigation suggests the drugs were placed on the boat without Perez's knowledge. As the investigation takes its course, Minister Perez is cooperating fully with authorities.
Yeah, we have given a press release, and again, I saw where my good friends from Channel 7 said that Compul says this. Compul not said nothing, It's investigation that says certain things. But again, you, my friends on the media, I love you all, People in the Bacatown area of San Pedro Town had reported to the police that they constantly saw the known drug peddlers from that area going into a boatyard that is in the Bacatown area of San Pedro Town. Based on the information that the police obtained, police went and searched the boatyard and all the boats that are moored at that boatyard. And inside one of the vessels, police found a parcel containing 474 grams of suspected cocaine. We investigated to find out who the boat belonged to, and investigation revealed that the boat is the property of Minister Andrew Perez. Based on that, Mr. Perez was interviewed, and he gave a statement to the effect that the boat had been moored at the boatyard to undergo repairs for about 6 months. He have not used the boat, and that he pays a monthly fee of $250 for the boat to be kept at that boatyard. The statement of Mr. Perez was corroborated by the owners of the boatyard, as well as the watchman and the boat captain. And so based on that, We could not have tied the drugs to Mr. Pierce. There's no information, not even the slightest iota of evidence to suggest that the drugs belong to him. And while the boatyard is managed by a group of people, we could not tie them either because the boatyard is open. There are several ins and outs to the boatyard. So anybody could walk into the boatyard and put what they want to put in any boat.
As authorities work to uncover more details, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams says the department already has someone on the watch whom they believe can assist in deciphering how the cocaine ended up on the minister's docked boat.
This is not a boat that is closed up. It's an open boat, like one of those Mexican lantern, that's what they call them, like one of those. So it is easy for anybody to place anything in the boat. We have a basic idea as to who the person is that may have placed it there. We are in search of that person, but from all indications, he went to Corozal. We have also notified the Corozal police to be on the lookout for him because we had gathered information the person may have found a good amount of cocaine, parcels of cocaine, and he might have taken some of them to Corozal for sale. So we're hoping that we can find that person soon, and then we'll be able to interview him further.
What about the watchman? What's his job to watch the boat?
The watchman is not there 24/7. I think he only goes in certain hours for the night. So it's not a place that has 24 hours watchman. And again, the amount of boats there is a lot. It's a huge boatyard. And perhaps you all can take a run to San Pedro and see how the boatyard is laid out. There's no one way in and no one way out. There are several inlets and outlets to the boatyard.
The media caught up with Minister Perez on Saturday at the People's United Party National Party Council meeting held in Belize City, which he will tell you about in a few. However, Perez denied a request for an interview. But as he walked away, he was asked if he knew the drug peddlers. He responded with a no idea. Minister Perez added, "I have cooperated with police, no comments. There is nothing to worry about." When he asked if he thinks anyone is trying to set him up, Minister Perez said probably. While Minister Andre Perez declined to comment on the drugs found on his boat, Prime Minister John Braceno did speak to the media about the issue. According to the PM, he does not believe Perez is being set up.
The compulsory release on Minister Andre Perez and what was found on his boat, you think someone is trying to set him up to make him look bad?
No, I don't think it's someone who's trying to set up. I think someone was smart because Andre has not been using his boat. He's just docked there for more than 6 months. He has not used the boat. And they felt that if they put anything there, the police will not think about going to search his boat. But when somebody tipped off the police, and the police, well, they didn't care if it was Honorable Andre Perez's boat. They went to check and they found the drugs. But it has been abundantly clear that Andre had not been using his boat, and that these people are, you have to give it to them, they're quite ingenious. They try to, you hide it in front of everybody in effect. No?
And keeping on the issue, the United Democratic Party, UDP, is condemning the fact that Minister Andre Perez has not been charged for the drugs found on his docked boat. The party argues that this incident reflects a troubling pattern of preferential treatment that undermines the rule of law in Belize. No one is above the law in a free and just society regardless of their status, the UDP stated. The party is calling on the Minister of Police and the Commissioner of Police to act impartially and ensure justice for all Belizeans. They emphasize that the integrity of the legal system relies on equal treatment and accountability for everyone. This condemnation follows a statement issued by the Belize Police Department, which defended Minister Andre Perez. The police explained that local residents reported suspicious activities by known drug dealers in the Bakatong boatyard, prompting a search where officers discovered the drugs hidden within one of the docked vessels. Minister Perez confirmed ownership of the boat, stating it has been out of use for over 6 months as it is currently undergoing repairs. This was corroborated by the boat yard owner, who confirmed that the minister has been paying a monthly docking fee of $250 Belize for the vessel. A police officer is currently under investigation following a dramatic incident on Thursday night involving renowned Olympian Sean Gill. The altercation unfolded as Gill was driving with another officer identified as Tyra Smith. The policeman, reportedly Smith's ex-boyfriend, attempted to intercept them in a black Dodge Charger. Upon reaching Orange Street, the officer, who is part of the Special Patrol Unit, reportedly blocked their path, exited his vehicle, brandished a firearm, and assaulted Gill, striking him on the left side of his face with the weapon. Authorities are now scrutinizing surveillance footage from the vicinity to piece together the events of that night. Sean Gill was Belize's face at the Olympics 2024 in France. The young athlete has made a name of his own after many years of dedication, but that did not save him from being gun-butted by a police officer while he was driving his vehicle in the old capital. The altercation He has been identified as 29-year-old Corporal Luis Pascasio, who is attached to the Special Patrol Unit in Belmopan.
Sean Gill reported on Thursday, the 26th of September 2024, he was driving his vehicle along with a female on Cemetery Road when he was intercepted by another vehicle who blocked his way. Thereafter, Sean Gill made checks to see what was happening. At this point, he was assaulted by a male person who hit him on the head with a firearm. Thereafter, another police who was in the area intervened, and the firearm was taken away from this male person. An investigation was carried out, and we have since arrested and charged Luis Pascasio, a police officer, with the crime of aggravated assault. He was taken to court this morning.
Did he also threaten Sean Gill when he went to make a report?
There was some they were both at the station at the time. There was an exchange of words that is also being dealt with.
Today, Pascasio appeared before the Belize City Magistrates to answer to 2 charges, one of aggravated assault and one of threatening words. Before the case could be heard, the charge of threatening words was withdrawn by the prosecutor. Pascasio pled not guilty, however, bail was denied and Pascasio was remanded to prison. He is scheduled to return to court on November 30th, 2024. Tonight we report on yet another incident of rape. It happened in the Belize district and police are working on capturing the alleged rapist. According to information, the victim, a woman, visited the police department to make the report that she was sexually violated by a man in the community of Rancho Dolores in the Belize district while she was inside her home. While the details remain scarce, we understand that the officers have been able to detain one person who is in custody pending an investigation.
On Sunday, the 29th day of September 2024, police responded to a report of a rape at Rancho Dolores village in the Belize district, where a complainant reported that she was inside her bedroom when a male person entered her room and proceeded to rape her. Investigators visited the scene, recorded statements, and we have one suspect in custody in regards to this rape.
On Saturday, September 28, officers responded to a robbery report at Berry Street, Belize City. Rene Maivet and his assistant were approached by 2 armed men on bicycles. Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Alberto Romero stated that the assailants stole cash and cell phones. There is no surveillance footage available. Police are looking for 2 suspects.
Okay, on Saturday, the 28th day of September 2024, police responded to a robbery report at Berry Street in Belize City. Upon the arrival, they found Rene Maivit along with the helper who reported that they were doing deliveries in the area when they were approached by two male persons on bicycles who held them out with firearms. The persons proceeded to rob them and stole a disclosed amount of cash and cell phones. Thereafter, the males rode off on Berry Street and left the area. We are seeking two suspects in regards to this robbery.
Any surveillance in the area?
No surveillance was found in the area.
Anyone with information is asked to contact the nearest police station. Coming up next, the PUP celebrates 74 years of service. Stay tuned.
The Super Furia Band presents Music Fights Cancer Benefit Concert. Fundraising event for Mr. Pancho of Super Furia Band.
When you're dancing.
Come out and support and get entertained by some of Belize's best musicians, giving back to a worthy cause. On the stage performing will be Watson Sounds Band,
Getting a groovy inside the dance.
Techno Band Belize, Youth Connection Band, Lucio and the New Generation, Gil Hurry 7 Band, Burgers Vibes Band,
Oh, baby, baby, it's one word.
Santino's Messengers, The Comeback, Mr. Sila Agustin, Reckless Flores, St. Louis, the sweet voice of Annika Perez, the General Super G, and the energetic Mime. Songs provided by Hyper Sound System and music break by DJ Piju and DJ Charlie. Mark the date. Come out and support Sunday, October 6, 2024 at the People's Stadium in Orange Walk Town. Entrance fee is only $10. This is Belize, your musicians, and our eyes have shed tears with the eminent support. Get prepared to have a wonderful time with Belize's finest musicians. Music Fights Cancer. Music Festival fundraising event for Mr. Pancho. Come out and support. It's a worthy cause. We thank our sponsors: VTB, 7 News Belize, Hyper Sounds, Smart, News 5 Belize, Players Distillery Limited, Elite Promos, Hotel de la Fuente, Fiesta FM, Lights and Sounds, DJ Star, DJ Gabi, and Universal Radio.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a lone ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
It's a historic day for Dangriga, for the country of Belize. We have been waiting for 24 years to open this port.
Today, with the collaboration of the government of Belize, I am pleased to welcome you to this groundbreaking ceremony to mark the rejuvenation of the Port of Commerce Bight and the return of commerce through tourism in Dangriga. The reopening of this port under Southern Deep Port Development Limited will see significant employment, planned for over 100 employees during the 3-year construction period, and over 60 full-time employees thereafter, impacting the well-being of the Dangriga and surrounding communities.
We brought some consultants from the Bahamas who has done this in several Caribbean islands, and they went all across the country, and when they came back they signaled Commerce Bight as being one of the areas with the greatest potential for packet cruises and nautical tourism.
Any developing country or developed country, for there to be long-term development, there has to be a good port. We're going to work with you, that we're going to ensure that this is a success, because your success is our success, it is Belize's success.
We're calling it a multi-purpose park because it will have a variety of services and amenities. So right to my left here will be a state-of-the-art parking lot. Immediately in front of that, in 2 acres, we will have a hotel and convention center. Then on this side here, it's going to be recreational areas. On the northeast side, we're going to have an amphitheater for musicians so that persons visiting could have high quality entertainment with our well-known artists in Dangriga.
With this project, it gives the community an opportunity to work, to invest, to grow. More revenues for the town council. That means more streets, more drains, more parks, more playgrounds. The economy grows.
All of us have collaborated on making this a reality, and certainly this will have a huge impact in terms of employment, in terms of quality of life.
This evening when we're looking at the park and the multi-purpose use of this park, this green area, and convert it to a park, again it has to do with people, that they could bring people together.
The Belize Police Department is mourning the loss of one of their own who was involved in a road traffic accident on Sunday. Reports reaching Ctv3 News is that the incident occurred near the low-lying wooden bridge in San Ignacio on Sunday night. The officer was identified as Nikki Waite, who died on impact, while another individual was seriously injured and taken to the San Ignacio Hospital for medical attention. Details remain minimal while the police department investigates the possible factors that may have contributed to the crash, including speed and road conditions.
Here on Sunday, police responded to a fatal road traffic accident at St. Helena by the low-lying bridge. Upon arrival, they saw 2 motorcycles on the bridge where the lifeless body of Nikki Waite, 30 years, Belizean police officer, was seen. Also, Jessica Escobar was seen with injuries to her arm and shoulder. Investigation revealed that Nikki Waite was driving a motorcycle. He was on duty at the time, heading to the San Ignacio police station. When he lost control of the motorcycle, he fell and received fatal injuries. At the same time, Jessica Escobar was coming across the bridge and she hit the other motorcycle and she received injuries. She is presently in a stable condition. The investigation is being carried out.
So no, have you ascertained maybe who had the right of way or who was in wrong?
The information is that Nikki Waite lost control of his motorcycle. So when he fell on the motorcycle, was on the bridge, the other female who was coming then hit the motorcycle and she received injuries.
Waite was on the cycle alone?
Yes, he was on the cycle alone.
On Tuesday, September 24th, an American retiree was targeted by armed robbers at their home in the Cayo district. 74-year-old Ralph Peely was at home near mile 6 on Mountain Pine Ridge Road when 6 men armed with rifles barged inside. The men held up Peely at gunpoint, tied him up and demanded money before they ransacked his home. The bandits took several electronics, jewelry, cash, and his wallet before making off with a white Subaru 2016 SUV and a red 2021 Jeep Gladiator. While the police department is investigating this serious incident, they have no leads.
On Thursday, the Saginaw police received a report of an aggravated burglary that occurred on Tuesday around 11:20 p.m. at mile 6 on the Chickable Road. Email person reported that he was at home along with his wife when he heard knocks. They opened the door and were held up by several male persons who then tied them up and proceeded to search the house for items. Thereafter, the male persons left the area. The complainant untied himself, at which point he made checks on his properties and found 2 vehicles, a Suburban Outlook and a Jeep Gladiator, were stolen from his house, along with several electronic items and cash. The male persons fled from the area. So far, we have not recovered any items, and we have no suspects at this time.
Is this the only incident that has happened there recently, or has there been a trend of burglaries?
There have been other aggravated burglars in the Saginaw area. However, there was a pause for a while, and then this one happened on Tuesday.
Do you believe it's the same suspects conducting on the
We do not know at this time. We have investigators in the area to ascertain who these persons are.
Of note is that the attack on Pili comes only weeks after his wife was targeted and attacked at the home by armed robbers. On September 3rd, Pili's wife, 75-year-old Mary Baker, was at home alone when she heard someone knock on the door. Baker went to make checks, and after opening the door, 2 masked men pointed firearms at her. Similarly, she was tied up and struck to the head by one of the thieves. The men then stole jewelry, cash, credit cards, and Pili's licensed firearm before fleeing the scene. Baker was later transported to the hospital by Pili, who was out exercising during the attack. Police have not detained any suspects for Baker's attack. The People's United Party celebrated its 74th anniversary over the weekend. As has become the customary, members of the party from across the country convened in Belize City, where a National Party Council NPC meeting was held at the St. Catherine Academy Auditorium to commemorate the milestone and conduct party business. One of the key features of the NPC meeting this year was to honor party members and supporters from around the country who have embodied the principles of service, which is one of the party's core values. Awardees from the north included Fidencio Acosta from Corozal Bay, Romana Acosta from Corozal North, Paola Monima, Corozal Southwest, and Ophelia Pook from Corozal Southeast. From the Orange Walk District, Bernabe Montoya was awarded from Orange Walk South, Bartolo Tuyub from Orange Walk North, Angela Chablé from Orange Walk East, and Sharon Esquiliano from Orange Walk Central. At 74 years, Prime Minister John Briceño says the People's United Party is today stronger and more united than ever.
It's something that no other organization can see in Belize. And when you look back and you reflect on the ups and downs that we've had over the course of these 74 years, it's amazing that that the PUP can have been able to keep it together. And despite that we may have our differences, we always remember what the PUP is all about, which is to serve the people. And I've been telling people over and over, once we keep that in mind, that's what drives us, is to serve the people. I have every confidence that that we'll be able to keep it together and to be able to continue to get the support of the Belizean people.
Saturday's Party Council meeting also saw the ratification of 3 resolutions by the party, including the endorsement of all 31 standard bearers who will contest the upcoming 2025 general elections. In the north, those standard bearers include Thea Garcia Ramirez in Corozal Bay, David Castillo for Corozal North, Honorable Ramiro Ramirez in Corozal Southeast, and Honorable Florencia Marin in Corozal Southeast. In Orange Walk, Ministers Kevin Bernard, Jose May, Ramon Cervantes, and Prime Minister John Briceño all remain as the standard bearers.
Well, I will start out by saying we could never take the people for granted. And people could change their minds overnight for whatever reasons. But if things stay as they are right now, I feel fairly confident that when we call elections, that we are going to get a second mandate to continue to build on what we have done. We need to remind ourselves where we were. We were in a deep hole. And we've managed to come out of the hole, and people are starting to, the country is moving forward, and Belizeans are seeing it. Belizeans are feeling it. Yes, there's a lot more to be done. Yes, we can do better. But the point is that by any metrics that you want to use, or by any measurements that you may want to use, that we have done exceedingly well, beyond the expectations of most people over these past 4.5 years. So I believe that when the elections are called, that I think that we'll be able to get the support once again to continue building on what we have done for another 5 years.
Another resolution was the endorsement of the motion presented in the House of Representatives celebrating 35 years of diplomatic relations between Belize and the Republic of China, Taiwan.
Well, I think what's important that as a party, we want to assure Taiwan, our friends, that the People's United Party, that was the government of Belize, the People's United Party continue to support Taiwan. It is unfortunate that the leader of the UDP is trying to blackmail Taiwan, because that's what he's doing. He's trying to blackmail them to give him money. And Taiwan has been always clear. When we were in opposition, we understood that they work with the government. We respected that. Dean Barrow, when he was in opposition, he respected that. But now we have a leader that's totally unhinged and just trying to find ways how he could get money. It's all about money for him. It's not about principle. And the PUP stands on principle, that we believe that every citizen and every country must have the right to self-determination.
The final resolution was the endorsement of the State of the Nation address by the National Party Council of the People's United Party. The government of Belize is currently looking for a new Auditor General. The position was previously held by Dorothy Bradley, who served in that post for over 13 years after stepping down as Chief Elections Officer. In 2021, Bradley retired from the position, but a constitutional revision was made to bring her back on a 2-year contract since the government could not source an adequate replacement. Now that Bradley's contract has expired, the government is seeking a replacement. However, in the interim, an acting Auditor General has been put in place until the position can be permanently filled.
I don't know if there's already an acting. I know there's going to be an acting, but I don't know if they have already appointed it. There will be an acting, and we hope that that if it's not already in place, it will be done shortly, and that will give us a time to be able to find an auditor general that I think that can be able to move that department forward.
And then
And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize.
Hey there, smart thinkers. We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speeds flows faster than ever. Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't leave this plan. I can't leave this plan.
My name is Stacey Badillo. This is my sister Gina Badillo, and we've been owners of this business for the past 19 years. It is called Purple Passion Studio and Spa, and we're located in Kikaker, Belize. I've been part of the credit union for 12 years, and Gina
for 19 years.
Professionally, it's allowed us for our business to grow, and our careers has grown as well.
We have had great customer service at Credit Union.
They're exceptional.
Yes.
For this small island, it's very important, but for our small business, it's even more important. It has changed our lives, the lives of our children, of our families.
I highly recommend St. Francis Credit Union to my children, to my family, to my clients, to everyone that is around me, that it's always the number one.
It's a historic day for Dangriga, for the country of Belize. We have been waiting for 24 years to open this port.
Today, with the collaboration of the government of Belize, I am pleased to welcome you to this groundbreaking ceremony to mark the rejuvenation of the Port of Commerce Bight and the return of commerce through tourism in Dangriga. The reopening of this port under Southern Deep Port Development Limited will see significant employment, planned for over 100 employees during the 3-year construction period and over 60 full-time employees thereafter, impacting the well-being of the Dangriga and surrounding communities.
We brought some consultants from the Bahamas who has done this in several Caribbean islands, and they went all across the country, and when they came back, they signaled Commerce Bight as being one of the areas with the greatest potential for pocket cruises and nautical tourism.
Any developing country or developed country, for there to be long-term development, there has to be a good port. We're going to work with you, that we're going to ensure that this is a success, because your success is our success, it is Belize's success.
Prime Minister John Briceño has departed from Mexico City to attend the historic presidential inauguration of President-elect Dr. Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo, Mexico's first female-elect president. In a statement, Prime Minister Briceño said it's a history-making presidential inauguration for Mexico. Our delegation is visiting our northern neighbor to mark the official installation of the first female-elected president of Mexico, Her Excellency Dr. Claudia Sheinbaum. I was received at the presidential hangar by the new Secretary of Infrastructure, Communication and Transportation, Jesus Antonio Medina. The Prime Minister is expected to return on October 3rd, 2024. During his absence, Cordell Hyde, Minister of Natural Resources, Petroleum and Mining, will serve as acting Prime Minister. Foreign Affairs Minister Francis Fonseca addressed the 79th session of the UN General Assembly in New York City on Saturday. Minister Fonseca touched on several global issues, including Israel-Hamas war. In our region, Mr. President Belize rejects the continued denial of self-determination of the Palestinian people and calls for the eradication of the system of colonial domination and apartheid being imposed upon them, as Belize stated to the International Court of Justice. Mr. Fonseca added, in the recent advisory opinion, Israel cannot be permitted to continue flouting one of the most fundamental principles of international law with impunity. He said impunity breeds inhumanity. Just 2 weeks ago, this assembly approved a resolution proposed by Palestine affirming the ICJ's advisory opinion and called on members to act to reinforce the Palestinian people's right to self-determination. In November 2023, Belize severed diplomatic ties with Israel. Belize also withdrew its approval for Init Kranzny to serve as Israel's ambassador to Belize. All operations of the Israeli honorary consulate in Belize and the appointment of its honorary consul were suspended. Belize also suspended its honorary consulate in Tel Aviv. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, September 31st here on Ctv3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at Ctv3 News BZ. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.